Hello, this is the Trades at US Stocks, Futures, and Forex market preview for the week beginning Sunday, the 31st of July, ending Friday, the 5th of August. We are in August, which is usually slow for Forex. That's usually the slowest month of the year for Forex. And I'm not even going to cover the Forex stuff. We really didn't do anything all week. But the stock market can start to pick up here heading into the federal budget and all those types of things. It may take another week or two. It's hard to say. Schools overlap now. I know here in Arizona, kids are back to school, so people are back home and working, but in other states, they don't go back until as late as September 3rd and Labor Day. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I've been playing it pretty tight here and just relying on some of the basics that we usually work off of and not getting too wrapped up in too many trades because it's just not worth it. So here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. Rallied off the lows. Again, we've talked about this. The 13 buy signal in May, we popped a little bit. We came back down. We tested the pink risk line, curled back up, and held it perfectly. And now we're, holding up in that range. So it's interesting. S&P cash up 57.86 on Friday, end of month. So they got a positive month of July and almost erased loss. I mean, we're basically where we were at the start of June, right? NASDAQ 100 up 230. Same story, basically. So it is what it is. SOX up 22.63, another one, same place. Biotech's down 24.13. This thing's been so flat now for a while. The Russell 2000 up 12 points. Again, more near the lows than the highs. Crude oil 97.25. This thing had spiked back over 100 midday on Friday and then came all the way back. We're still sitting. I mean, this is the thing. We're basically sitting where we were when the Russian invasion started, and that's obviously what causes the oil problem, and that's what's causing a lot of the inflation around the world, and supply chain issues are getting worse, and they were starting to get better, and all that type of stuff. But we're off the 130 highs, right, by a lot, and 120 levels. That's why prices at the pump are back down a bit. Gold down $4.10. Again, gold, as much inflation is out there, gold's not really showing it. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 613, more stocks up than down. On the New York plus 1341. Again, more stocks by a lot here up than down on Friday for the end of month statement printing. NASDAQ volume was basically 4.9 billion shares. Same with Thursday, so, whatever. But it was really weak earlier in the week. Volume is definitely down, and that's just the issue. The VIX closes down a point at 21.33. Trend closes at 0.98. That puts the 10-day at about 1.02. Apple up $5.16. Basically mid-range for the last 8 months. Amazon up $12.67 on earnings, gapped up. Meta down $1.62. Sitting near lows. Google gains $2.10. Is what it is. Goldman Sachs up $4.28. Back near the highs of the last 2 months. Netflix down $1.12. No big deal. Peloton up 16 cents. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 32 cents. Tesla up $48.75 on the session. Zoom down $2.36. And the VXX up 12 cents. Bitcoin loses a little bit, down at 23,455. We got the Dow up 315 on Friday, and that is that. Now, we look at the intraday action. Let's do the 10-minute candles for the week so you can see, ES was flat Monday, down on Tuesday, gapped up Wednesday. Until the Fed, we were basically even for the week. Then we popped on the Fed news and pulled back late. Pulled down Thursday morning, but then rallied in Friday the rally. So it's really just after the Fed that things went up. The rate announcement was built in. I don't think anything scared the market from that perspective, and so it is what it is. In terms of economic data coming out this week, take a quick look at the U.S. stuff. We've got final manufacturing PMI at 9:45 a.m., ISM manufacturing PMI at 10, construction spending at 10. That's all on Monday. Tuesday, we've got the JOLTS job openings at 10. We've got some numbers out of New Zealand, Australia, unemployment rates and stuff like that going into Wednesday. Got all the services PMI numbers coming out around the world. Retail sales out of Europe. Final services PMI and ISM services PMI here in the U.S. factory orders here in the U.S. This is all Wednesday morning. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. And then going into Thursday, you've got the trade balance out of Canada and the U.S. and the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Again, the trade balance number is one of our big three, so we would be less than half size right now, and Forex ahead of that. Natty gas at 10:30. And Friday, we've got the unemployment rate, another one of our big three. Again, probably looking low. The employment numbers are not bad. The reason you're not really in a recession is because the employment numbers continue to be strong, and obviously some of the spending from last year post lockdown, what we call the comeback year in the economy after COVID. The numbers are down from what we saw then, and that's why GDP is down and the inflationary stuff and stuff like that. But hard to say you're in a recession at this point in time. Could still get there, but at this point it's a dead no. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.